Hi, I'm Wes Crawford. As we're studying the drum set and how to play it, we often have to picture ourselves as time travelers. And that's because time is divided up in music most often in even units called beats. And we often feel the beat of the music as we listen to it. It can be slow, it can be fast, but it's even beats. But what musicians, and particularly people who deal with rhythm, have to do is go in between those beats and travel through time and create rhythms by emphasizing different parts within the beats. And this might sound complicated, but I'm going to show you it's really not. And just follow these examples step by step. Now, in music, we often define our beats in 4/4 time. And what this means is we count to 4 over and over. We group in our mind the steady pulses or beats in groups of 4. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's a fast beat, it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's a slow beat, it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. At this point, we're not going to deal with written notes, but we do need to know that the beat is a quarter note so we can understand how all the other notes work with the quarter note and how they all interact with each other. It's a fraction-based system. If we play quarter notes, we're playing exactly with the beat. For instance, if I played quarter notes on the snare drum and I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, I'd play 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm playing quarter notes. If I play twice as fast, I'm playing eighth notes, just because in fractions, 2/8 equals a quarter, right? So we count the same numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 4, with eighth notes, but since we have twice as many of them, we have to say something in between the numbers, and we simply say and. So you've heard people count off music like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You've probably seen that on TV or somewhere. So we can count eighth notes: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And in so doing, we're playing twice as fast as quarter notes. If this is our quarter note, our eighth notes would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we had quarter notes playing here and eighth notes on the snare drum. 16th notes, as you've already guessed, are twice as fast as eighth notes, or 4 times as fast as quarter notes. We count the 1 in the and the 2 in the and so forth with 16th notes, but now that we have twice as many of them, we have to say something in between all these other syllables. And we'll say E or We'll say after the number, we'll say the syllable E. After the and, we'll say So now we'd count 16th notes: 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now that we understand how all these notes work, let's play our feet to keep the beat. We'll play our feet together, bass drum and hi-hat together, and that will be the quarter note. And as I said earlier, that's the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then, let's travel through time as we keep this beat. We'll first play one measure, and a measure is the time it takes to count to 4 one time. We'll count to 4 one time where we're playing the hands, alternating the hands, as the quarter note, so it'll play right along with these. Then we'll double the speed for the next measure, and we'll play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and with the hands, so it'll be going twice as fast as what the feet are playing. Then we'll play one measure of 16th notes where we're counting 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, going 4 times as fast as the feet are playing. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And so forth. I urge you to practice this over and over. because this is very important for drummers to understand, because we will use this type of thing over and over. You have to understand the subdivisions of the basic pulse or beat. And it's all mathematical, because math is what feels right in our mind. It's what we understand, and it's what sounds right to our ear. So it's all mathematical based, and it's very simple. We're just doubling the speed, and then we went back down to the original beat, and we kept repeating that over and over. We'll expand upon this concept in a later lesson.